There are not many mistakes you can make while editing that will annoy you more than this one. And it's not just beginners. Some advanced editors don't know the right way to do this either. Let's say you've already edited a huge chunk of your video. Awesome. Good job. But now you realize that your color grade sucks, and you don't like it anymore. This has happened to you before, I assume. Or maybe you're now noticing that the audio on your talking head shot is actually horrendous, and you can't believe you thought it sounded okay. But since you cut up that clip into a million pieces, and they're spread all across your timeline, you can't just adjust them all at once. So now you have to make the new adjustments on one clip, copy it by pressing Command-C, go through your entire timeline to select all the clips that have that color grade or have the audio adjustments, remove all the effects, and add them again. Only to realize that you actually missed a clip or two. This is the #1 mistake that I see people make before cutting up their footage, and the solution is so simple. There are two methods/solutions actually. If your videos have the audio already attached, meaning you don't have to do any syncing because the audio was captured on your camera, what you'll do is this. Before you ever even think about cutting up your clip, select your clip in your browser and press Option-G to create a compound clip. Or Control-right-click and press New Compound Clip. For those of you who are new to Final Cut, this basically throws your clip into its own little house. So if we throw that house onto our timeline and we double-click to enter that house, you'll see the original clip all nice and safe. And now you can make any adjustments that you want here. Maybe a specific color grade, maybe some audio adjustments, and then you'll press this little arrow here to hop out of the house to your main timeline. Why is this useful though, Dylan? Because let's say we get to cutting up our footage and our timeline starts to become more complicated. If we need to adjust the audio or the color grade on that long talking head shot, we now don't have to select all those cut up clips. All we do is simply double click to enter that house that we created, and inside is our original footage. So we can just make the adjustments that we want to make. And once we hop back out of the house to the main timeline, you'll notice that all of those clips were adjusted the way we wanted instantly. Such a time saver. Now, some of you might have your audio and your video recorded separately, whether that's from a screen recording, an external mic, or another device. You should take a different method in this instance. And even if you just record your audio in camera typically, this is really important to know. You might know that you can select your audio clip and your video clip and Control-right-click and press Synchronize Clips to combine your video and your audio and have them be synced together. But this is not what you should be doing actually, ever, in my opinion. I'd recommend not using this feature. What are you talking about, psycho? You're probably saying. If you throw that synced clip on your timeline, and you hop into it to add your video or audio effects the same way that you might for a compound clip, and you hop out and start cutting your clips up for your video, if you decide that you don't like something on that original clip and you hop back in and adjust it, you'd think it works like a compound clip, where if you hop out, everything will be changed. But for some reason, that doesn't happen with the Synchronize Clips feature. So the solution is to 1, pretend that this feature doesn't exist, and instead, when you right-click your audio and video, select New Multicam Clip. I'm not going to explain multicams in depth because that'd make for a much longer tutorial, but with a multicam clip, if you cut it up and hop back in to make adjustments to the original file, you'll notice that when you go to your main timeline again, all the clips were changed this time. Now there is one extra step when using multicams though, but it is worth it for the flexibility. Before you do any cutting, go to your inspector window, hit the info inspector, and change the active audio angle to your audio recording. If going to the info inspector is too much and you're able to remember a keyboard shortcut, just select your clip and press Option, Shift, and the left or right arrow keys to cycle to your other audio in the multicam. You might be saying, if I normally record my video with the audio attached, can't I just create a multicam with just that one clip instead of doing that compound clip trick that I taught in the beginning of the video? Yes, you absolutely can. And both work with what we've gone over. But you know something else that really works? It is the super smooth slow-mo feature in Final Cut. It's one of my favorite features actually, and this video will tell you how to use it and when you should use it. So give it a watch and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me, and have a great day.